Fire up the grill and barbecue. The party is full of guests who are enjoying the food and sunny weather. At the grill.
How does everything look? These hot dogs are almost ready.
Everything looks perfect. The steaks are tender, and the grilled veggies are really juicy. And people just can't get enough of the chicken wings.
Everyone seems to be having a good time. I'm so glad we decided to do this.
Right? The weather couldn't be better for a barbecue. It's nice to get together like this.
That's true.
Hey,
Hands Noah a drink.
let's switch and let you take a break.
Thanks. Be careful of the flames, though.
No problem, Chef. After you finish eating, it'll be about time for dessert. We'll start the bonfire for some marshmallows.
Sounds great. Everyone can gather around and share some stories by the fire.
Let's do it. It'll be the perfect end to our barbecue party.
Welcome back, everyone, to English for You. I'm Adam.
And I'm Elsie.
All right, so in day one, Noah and Sophie are planning a barbecue party. They're going to have steak and hot dogs. But what else were they going to have, too?
Steak, hot dogs, and chicken wings.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
with
Yeah.
grilled vegetables.
Grilled vegetables and veggie sticks. We learned about sticks, veggie sticks, and some dip. So what we're doing now is we're talking about different ideas for the party.
对，我们今天呢其实要来看看他们到底烤肉派对进行的如何。那天气呢一定是很不错，才可以进行烤肉派对。所以我们可以说 The weather couldn't be better for a barbecue.
Right, it's a perfect day for a barbecue.
或者是呢，我们可以讲 The weather couldn't be better for a picnic.
Okay, yeah.
对，你到户外野餐的时候，你也需要看看天气到底适不适合，好不好？还有什么 ？What else?
The weather couldn't be better for camping.
Camping，露营也要看看天气，没错。
Right, okay.
所以我们就可以说 The weather couldn't be better for something. 好，那表达就是天气再适合也不过了。
All right. Well, let's now take a look at what's going on at the barbecue party. Our article starts off by saying, the party is full of guests who are enjoying the food and sunny weather. There we see the word guest. A guest is someone who is invited to visit or attend an event at someone else's home, party, or just gathering. So an example sentence using that word is we could say, we invited our neighbors and friends to be guests at our party.
Guest 指的就是客人或是宾客，那来家里面做客的是 guest， 还有比如说你去人家的婚礼做客，你是婚礼宾客，你也是个 guest， 或是节目的来宾，你也是个 guest， 还有饭店的住客 ，When you stay in a hotel, you are also a guest.
Yes. And sometimes you'll say, you are a valued guest or an important guest.
很重要的一个宾客。那如果你听人家说 be my guest， 字面上你好像会听到说，你要当我的客人，这什么意思？其实就是呢，你不要客气，你请便。那如果你要特别指是商店的顾客，买东西的客人，那你要叫他们的是 customers， 是不一样的。
All right, so at this party, there's a lot of guests, and what's happening? Let's look into it more. Noah is at the grill, and he says, how does everything look? These hot dogs are almost ready.
热狗快好了，所以你要说 something is almost ready， 那就是某个食物快要煮好了，或者是 dinner is almost ready，lunch is almost ready.
Right. Sometimes when you're trying to go out, you'll say, I'm almost ready.
But I'm never ready. 快好了就快准备好，快 OK 了，快可以出发了。
Right, exactly. All right. Well, Sophie responds by saying, everything looks perfect. The steaks are tender, and the grilled veggies are really juicy. There we see the adjective tender. Tender is soft and easy to chew, especially when describing cooked food. So an example sentence would be, the steak was so tender that it practically melted in my mouth.
Tender 形容词在这边形容食物是软的、嫩的。那有的时候还可以形容微笑 ，a tender smile， 那就是个温柔的微笑。But sometimes you say, my back is so tender.
Right.
你是说你的背很软？
Right, exactly. It's like when it's really hurt and then you can't press too hard, or if something's a little sore.
所以是痛的意思。
Yeah.
就是 my back hurts.
You could say as well, yeah, my back hurts.
So you can say my back is tender.
You can say your back is tender.
所以可以用来形容身体部位是疼痛的这个感觉。
Yeah.
那接下来还有一个字是 juicy.
Oh, juicy. Let's look into juicy. There in the last sentence we saw the word juicy. Juicy is an adjective. It's full of juice or liquid, often used to describe fruits or meats that are moist and flavorful. So an example using the word juicy, we could say, the oranges from the market were juicy and sweet.
Juicy 这个形容词呢，就是多汁的，所以来形容，比如说 veggies。蔬菜很多汁，然后 fruits 水果很多汁，或是 steak，yes， juicy steak， 那就吃起来不会干干的，好，就是很湿润的牛排。那还有一个字是 gossip， 这个字是八卦。那 juicy gossip 就是有趣的八卦、小道消息。
Oh yes, I love, right? And you love
juicy gossip。那 juicy 在这边就可以用来说是这个生动有趣的，或是刺激的。
Okay, well, Sophie responds by saying, and people just can't get enough of the chicken wings. Ooh, so everyone likes the chicken wings. We see there can't get enough of something or somebody. That is to really enjoy something or someone and want more of it or them.
Oh, so I can also say I can't get enough of you.
Yes, you
Which means?
You like to be around me. You always want to be around me.
Oh, maybe too much.
Too much, yeah.
Can't get enough of something 或者是 somebody 加物或人都可以哦，那就代表的是你非常喜爱，因此对这个人或物再多也不腻。
Okay, well, let's see what Noah has to respond. He says, everyone seems to be having a good time. I'm so glad we decided to do this.
Seem to 加上原形动词就是似乎好像。那 seem 这个字呢，本身是没有进行式的，不过后方你可以加上现在进行式，就像他这边说的 ，Everyone seems to be having a good time. 每个人好像都玩得很开心。
Yeah, when you have a barbecue or a party, you want everyone to be having a good time.
Right.
Well, Sophie responds by saying, right. The weather couldn't be better for a barbecue. And there we see couldn't be better. It's to be as good as it can be.
Couldn't be better， 不能再更好，那就代表现在已经好到最高点了。好，所以中文会说再好不过了，或是好极了。像是我问你 How are you？
Couldn't be better.
那就是现在实在是相当的好的状态。
All right, and getting back to Sophie, she continues to say, it's nice to get together like this. And there we see get together. It's to meet or gather with others, usually for social reasons, like a party or a wedding.
Get together 就是相聚。So when was the last time you got together with your friends?
Oh, it's been a while. I think for my friend's birthday party back in
April?
Yeah, around then.
Around then.
So it's been quite some time. But Noah responds by saying, that's true. And Sophie continues to say, hey, she hands Noah a drink. Let's switch and let you take a break.
Oh, let's switch and let you take a break.
Right, because you have to remember in the article, Noah is the one that's kind of on the grill. He's the one attending and taking care of all the hot dogs and steaks. So she's like, let you take a break, I'll have a drink, and we can switch. So in that last exchange between Noah and Sophie, Sophie said, let's switch. Switch is to do someone else's work in their place, usually in exchange for them doing your work on some other occasion. So an example sentence using the word switch is we could say, Sarah and Tom decided to switch chores for the week. Tom will wash the dishes and Sarah will take out the trash.
所以就是两个人交换。好，可能是交换工作啦，或是调班等等的。好，所以 switch 这个动词指的就是这个意思。那刚刚他说 Let's switch and let you take a break， 我们换手，那你可以休息一下。That's very nice of Sophie.
Yeah, she's giving him a little break. Well, I think Noah is happy with the switch because he says, Thanks. Be careful of the flames though. Ooh, so we see the word flame. Flame is a bright, hot, flickering mass of burning gas that usually produces heat and light. Usually it's just part of the fire. So you would say, hey, be careful of the flames. So an example sentence using flames is, we roasted marshmallows over the campfire flames during our camping trip.
Oh, I love doing that.
Right? You ate how many marshmallows?
So many, too many to count. Flame 这个字呢，指的就是火焰或是火舌，它是一个 countable noun， 它是可以数的，所以 be careful with the flames.
Right.
会用到复数型来说。
All right, and Sophie responds by saying, No problem, chef. After you finish eating, it'll be about time for dessert.
你吃完之后呢，就会是什么时间 ？For dessert. 甜点的时间就会出现了。那他说呢 ，chef 这个字是什么意思？就是主厨或是厨师。
Yeah, and this she's also giving respect for him since he's cooking all the meat. She's calling him chef. It's also a sign of respect too. And then we also say, or saw in that last sentence, about time. About time is used to describe that is something that is to do with time or it's time for something to happen. It could also be used to suggest that something should have been done sooner or is long overdue.
So about time 这两个字呢，它的片语的意思就是是时候做某事了。Be about time for something， 或者是 be about time to do something。好，两种接续下去说的方式都可以。那 for 后面呢就加上名词 ，to 后面当然加上原形动词。
Right, and like we said when we were talking before, you said that be ready for something, so I'm almost ready. So if you could say, hey, Adam, give me 1 minute, and I would say, okay. You would say, I'm almost ready. Then I could say, oh, it's about time.
那这个就是有一点抱怨的感觉哦，是时候了，是时候准备好了，代表他已经等很久了。
Exactly. Here we see the word dessert. Dessert is a sweet food served at the end of a meal, such as cake, ice cream, or pie. An example using dessert, we could say the restaurant offers a variety of desserts like cheesecake and apple pie.
Dessert 就是甜点啦，所以呢，你吃完主餐之后，好，服务生可能会过来问你 ，Would you like some dessert？
Yes,
你想要吃点甜点吗？好，所以我们刚刚讲到主菜啦，还有这个甜点，加上前面的开胃菜，这个英文是什么呢？首先，开胃菜是 appetizer。
Yep, number 1, appetizer.
然后你吃到主餐 main course。
Main course.
然后到后方你会吃。
Dessert.
甜点，那甜点有什么蛋糕啦、冰淇淋啦、waffle 松饼啦 ？What's your favorite dessert?
My favorite dessert is pie. I like blueberry pie, apple pie, any kind of pie really. What about you? What's your favorite dessert?
My favorite is mango ice cream.
Oh wow.
Is that so random?
No, it's very Taiwanese.
Yeah, I'm a Taiwanese.
I know, and it's a great dessert too. All right. Well, let's see what Sophie has to say next. Okay, so jumping back to Sophie, she says, we'll start the bonfire for some marshmallows.
Bonfire 这个名词就是火堆或是萤火哈，你去露营的时候会生 bonfire， 就是萤火这个东西。然后呢 ，marshmallow 棉花糖，一个一个白白的，一块一块的棉花糖。
Yeah, in Taiwan, you don't have too many bonfires. I remember growing up.
No, we don't.
I grew up in the countryside, so we would always have bonfires. It was always a fun activity to go to, and you would roast marshmallows. All right, well, Noah responds by saying, "Sounds great. Everyone can gather around and share some stories by the fire."
Gather around 就是聚集在一起，所以大家可以聚集在一起，然后说一些故事。
So when people gather around the fire, what kind of stories do they usually tell?
Oh, ghost stories.
Very good.
Or some juicy gossip.
Or some juicy gossip. Those are great stories to be told around a bonfire. Well, jumping back to Sophie, she says, "Let's do it. It'll be the perfect end to our barbecue party."
Wow, what a lovely party and day.
Yeah, it was well planned. They did all the things that they wanted. They had all the people they wanted to invite. And that actually brings us to our For You chat question. What are some activities to enjoy at a barbecue party?
Wow, so of course we have to eat a lot of food and share some stories,
Yes?
talk about some juicy gossip,
Yes.
and maybe play board games
Board games.
or some party games.
Or some party games. It's perfect for a barbecue.
Yeah, what else?
I also think if you're going to have a barbecue party, don't you need to listen to some music?
Oh, good idea.
Right? Get
Yeah.
everyone maybe talking, drinking, and eating all at the same time. It makes for a great atmosphere, we would say.
Right, 气氛会很好 and music can make your party better.
That's right.
OK， 同学们，如果今天的主题让你觉得意犹未尽，你还可以加入空中家教，和老师同学们一起讨论哦。So for English for you, this is Elsie.
And I'm Adam, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Guest. Mary invited many guests to her wedding as she wanted lots of people to celebrate with her. Tender. The meat was cooked until it was so tender that it easily came off the bone. Juicy. Barry was hungry and had worked hard all day, so he decided to order a big, juicy steak for dinner. Switch. Michael felt sick and wanted to take the morning off, so I offered to switch with him. Flame. Jason ran through the hot flames of the burning house in order to save his cat. Dessert. We had salad, soup, and sandwiches for dinner and strawberry cake for dessert.
智慧小补帖。
Chef. Bonfire. Marshmallow.